You're listening to Hard Truths for a Soft World with Trevor L. Taylor. I'm Trevor, and on this show, we talk about how technology, comfort, and modern habits are quietly reshaping our brains, our grit, and our relationships, and what we can actually do about it. Today's episode 4, and the title is Digital Dopamine, Addiction, Anxiety, and the Shortened Attention Span. This one is about the psychology behind endless scrolling, notifications, and just one more level, and how constant stimulation can fuel anxiety, impatience, and shallow thinking. Then we'll build a practical plan to take your mind back. Quick promise, this is not an apps are evil rant. This is about mechanics, how the system works, so you can stop blaming your character and start changing your environment. Let me ask you something. When you finally have a quiet moment, no school, no work, do you actually feel relaxed? Or do you feel restless? Like you need to check something? One more refresh, one more scroll, one more quick video, one more level. And then, this is the weird part, you put the phone down and you still feel wired. If that's you, I want you to hear this up front. A lot of anxiety today isn't just what's happening in your life, it's what's happening in your nervous system, trained by constant digital stimulation. Today we'll cover why phones and feeds feel addictive, the reward mechanics, how notifications and switching shrink attention and increase mental noise, how this can feed anxiety, impatience, and shallow thinking, and a step-by-step digital dopamine reset you can start this week. Let's start with the core trick behind so much of modern tech: unpredictable rewards. In psychology, a classic driver of habit formation is the variable ratio schedule. You get rewarded after an unpredictable number of actions. It produces persistent, high-rate behavior because the next reward might be the next try. That's why slot machines are so powerful. And now, think about your phone. Sometimes you open an app and it's boring. Sometimes you open it and it's amazing. A message you wanted, a post that hits, a video you can't stop watching. That unpredictability is the hook. It's not just dopamine equals pleasure. It's more like dopamine tracks maybe. The possibility of reward drives seeking. So pull to refresh, endless scroll, algorithmic feeds, these aren't random. They match the same behavioral principles that create compulsive checking. Interactive check-in. If it's safe to do so, answer out loud. Which one gets you more? A, content you chose intentionally, like a book, a show you picked, a specific video you searched. B, content that keeps serving you, maybe the next one will be good, like feeds, shorts, reels, endless recommendations. If you said B, you're not weak. You're human in a system optimized for that response. Now let's talk about the most underrated attention destroyer, notifications. A notification is basically your brain hearing an ambulance siren. Even if you don't pick up the phone, part of you goes, what was that? Do I need to respond? Am I missing something? Research backs this up. Studies find smartphone notification sounds can slow responses and interfere with attention and cognitive control during tasks. A field experiment examining communication app notifications showed that interruptions affect well-being and performance, and that managing notification presence matters. Lab work summarized in human-computer interaction research finds random notifications can increase feelings like frustration, time pressure, and mental effort compared with uninterrupted work. So here's a brutal truth. You don't need to have no willpower to lose focus. If your environment interrupts you all day, Your brain adapts by becoming a shallow diver, always near the surface. 30-second experiment. Do this right now if you can. Look at your phone. Go to notification settings. Ask, which apps truly deserve the right to interrupt my life? Not which apps I like. Which apps deserve interruption privileges? Now let's zoom out. The attention problem isn't only notifications. It's also what researchers call media multitasking, rapid switching between media tasks, texting while watching, scrolling while studying, bouncing between tabs, clips, and chats. A major meta-analysis, tens of thousands of participants, examined the relationship between media multitasking and attention. It found a reliable association. People who multitask with media more tend to show more attention-related problems, although effects vary and causality is complex. Translation: the more your day is built on rapid switching, the more your brain practices rapid switching. And then deep focus starts to feel uncomfortable, like, why can't I sit and read? Why can't I listen without checking my phone? Why does everything take so much effort? Because sustained attention is a skill, and many people are unintentionally training the opposite. Let's connect the dots. If your brain is constantly checking, switching, scanning, refreshing, two things happen. One, your nervous system stays on. It's difficult to fully downshift into calm when your brain is trained to expect the next ping or update. A systematic review on adolescents found that more than half of studies reported positive associations between social media use and anxiety, especially when use is measured as problematic use, compulsive, distress-driven, rather than just casual scrolling. And a 2025 meta-analysis focused on adolescents found a meaningful association between perceived stress and mobile phone addiction. Important nuance: this doesn't mean social media causes anxiety in a simple one-way path. The relationship is often bi-directional. Anxious people may use more, and certain patterns of use may increase anxiety. 2, you train impatience. If your daily reward system is instant, your tolerance for slow processes drops. Slow learning, slow conversations, slow progress, boring middle parts of goals. And then life feels irritating because life is not optimized for instant gratification. Here's the trap. People often scroll because they're bored, but research suggests that switching through videos to escape boredom can actually increase boredom and reduce satisfaction. And more recent research on short-form video use has linked heavier use and scroll immersion with self-reported cognitive issues like attention difficulty, working memory disruption, and cognitive fatigue. So the pattern becomes bored to scroll, to more bored, to scroll faster, to less satisfied, to more restless. That restlessness is often experienced as anxiety. Here's a really important point from newer research. It's not only about hours, it's about the pattern. A large cohort study published in JAMA tracked US adolescents over 4 years and identified trajectories of addictive screen use, social media, mobile phones, video games. Youth with high or increasing addictive use trajectories had elevated risks of suicidal behaviors / ideation and mental health problems compared with low addictive use. That's heavy, so let me say it carefully. This doesn't mean every teen who plays games is in danger. It does mean compulsive, distress-driven use is a real clinical concern and deserves serious attention. So if you're a parent listening, the question is not only how many hours, it's also, do they get irritable or distressed when they can't use it? Are they using it to escape anxiety or sadness? Is it interfering with sleep, school, relationships? Now we build a solution. I'm going to give you a framework that works for teens, adults, and families. R.E.S.E.T. R. Remove interruptions. Start with notifications. Turn off notifications for social apps, games, shopping, news bursts, anything non-urgent. Keep calls, texts from key people if needed. Remember, even hearing a notification can impair attention and cognitive control. E. Establish focus zones. Pick 2 daily windows where your phone is not on you. Example, 30 minutes after waking, 60 minutes before bed. S. Single task training. This is an attention workout. Every day, do one 20-minute block of single task focus. Homework, reading, writing, planning, practicing a skill. No tabs, no phone, no quick check. Media multitasking correlates with attention problems. This is how you reverse the training. E. End the endless scroll. 2 options. Timer rule. Social apps only in 2 scheduled windows per day. Example, 20 minutes at lunch, 20 minutes in evening. Friction rule. Remove the apps from your home screen. Log out or delete the most addictive one for 7 days. Also, if you watch videos, commit to 1. The research suggests switching constantly increases boredom. T. Treat anxiety at the body level. This is the part people skip. If your nervous system is fried, your focus will be trash. Try this simple 60-second downshift. Inhale through the nose for 4, hold for 2, exhale slowly for 6. Repeat 4 times. Do it when you feel the urge to check. You're teaching your brain, I can handle discomfort without reaching for stimulation. Let's make it real. For the next 7 days, notification purge, day 1. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Keep only what truly matters. 2 focus zones daily. Pick 2 phone-free windows. Morning plus night is best. 1 20-minute single task block every day. Same time if possible. No endless scroll rule. If you open short-form video, you watch 1 piece of content, then close the app. No bouncing. Track 3 things, 1 to 5 each night. Anxiety/restlessness, patience level, focus, quality. At the end of the week, ask, am I calmer? Can I focus longer? Do I reach for my phone less automatically? And if you want extra motivation, emerging evidence suggests even a 1-week social media detox can improve mental health symptoms in young adults, including reductions in anxiety and depression in at least 1 recent study. If you're parenting a teen, here are 3 high-leverage moves. 1. Stop debating morality. Talk mechanics. Don't say, phones are ruining you. Say, your nervous system is overloaded. Let's run a 7-day experiment. 2. Aim at sleep first. If you fix nothing else, protect sleep. Phones at night amplify stimulation and reduce recovery. 3. Watch for addictive use signs. Because the research is increasingly clear, addictive patterns, not just total time, are what show the strongest links to mental health risk. If you're concerned, involve a pediatrician or mental health professional. That's not overreacting, that's being responsible. Let's land this. The goal is not to live like it's 1995. The goal is you use your phone as a tool, not as a pacemaker for your attention and mood. Because when your attention returns, a lot returns with it. Calmer nervous system, deeper thinking, better learning, better relationships, more patience, more motivation. In our next episode, we'll keep going with the Tech Strong Family, Boundaries, Habits, and Real-World Connection, how to set limits that don't collapse after 3 days, and how to build a home culture that wins against the algorithm. I'm Trevor L. Taylor. Thanks for listening to Hard Truths for a Soft World. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who's constantly busy but never feels calm. I'll talk to you next time.